Hello and welcome back to this month's Ask CC series. My name is Claudio++, of course, from C+M Residential, the most passionate people in property. Now today we turn our attention to a real-life case study of a recent sale at 4 Dresca Court in Oak Park. Now the reason we've selected this property is so many upcoming sellers ask us the question, Claudio, is it really necessary to invest money in preparing a home with things like presentation, styling, a garden refresh, and even general maintenance, or possibly even vacating a tenant before the sale commences? Claudio, if we do spend the $4,000 to $5,000, will we get it back in sale price? Well, as my mum always told me, the proof is in the pudding, or in real estate terms, in the track record. So let's run the magnifying glass over this recent case study over in 4 Dresca Court, Oak Park. Now here's the selling scenario with the other agency. The property was originally tenanted. Presentation and access were issues somewhat. It was not recommended to vacate the tenant, and in the end the outcome was the presentation was so poor that the previous agents chose not to even take any fresh photographs and instead opted to use the photos from when the home was sold the previous time it went up. Point 2, when the property was launched, it was launched requesting offers starting from $790 and over with a top end range. Now, whilst the tenant was all still living in the home, the outcome was the actual home presented and looked nothing like what buyers saw online when they were coming and visiting at open for inspections, and this created a disconnection and generated no interest. Point 3, the campaign attracted minimal interest, it did not sell at auction and was then converted to a for sale campaign. The outcome in this instance was that the home had already been on the market for approximately 30 days so far. The next point was the home then remained on the market for sale for a total of 73 days in a full sale format, and eventually went unsold. The outcome at this point in time was there was no buyer interest that was indicated beyond $800,000, so a decision was made by the owners to withdraw the home from sale with this other agent. Now the different selling scenario from when we took over the property and applied our process, well, we first choose to visit and assess all of our sellers' homes before making any key recommendations. This is so the owners can make some better decisions based on our professional advice. The outcome in this case is after visiting 4 Dresca Court, Oak Park and assessing how the property presented, we made a few clear recommendations. Firstly, we recommended to issue a notice to vacate to the tenant so we could do some cosmetic works to improve the saleability of the home. The next point, we then arranged all of the quotes and project managed all of the contract works from the tradespeople on behalf of the owners as they actually lived in WA. All these works came to a grand total investment of approximately $19,000. Plus, we also arranged for an independent building inspection to be made available for buyers. The outcome of this was that the works were to render a section of the home and exterior to modernise, repair and repaint the front entrance and balcony, repaint the entire interior of the home, resurface the kitchen and sink and some of the cabinetry, and also re-landscape the gardens and have the home professionally staged and styled. We then relaunched the property with a fresh auction campaign, and after the first 2 weeks we'd already attracted in excess of 35 inspections and had 2 very strong buyers engaged. The outcome from this was that we commenced negotiations prior to the auction, with both buyers competing furiously, starting from $825,000, which would have already had the home on the market to be sold. However, we ended up pushing negotiations to a final figure of $870,000. So in the end, the outcomes were, well, originally with the other agent there was no interest beyond $800,000. With our selling plan and recommendations of approximately $19,000 invested, it ended up selling for $870,000, which was a $51,000 net increase in the owner's back pocket after all the works and expenses were complete, and it sold in under 2 weeks as opposed to 73 days unsold. So I'll let you be the judge if process, passion and presentation and experienced advice make a significant difference. And all this while our owners were in WA. So if you're thinking of selling your home or just unsure whether you should do any preparation works or leave it exactly the way it is, feel free to contact myself, Claudio Cuomo, or book any of our team for a complimentary catch-up and price check so we can assist and help you find out. We're always more than happy to help. Just reach out on any of the details on social, online, or on the screen below, as that's the way we love to do business. Now from myself, Claudio Cuomo, and the entire C+M team, take care, enjoy spring ahead. We look forward to helping you reach and exceed your property goals.